Tonight, new details emerging in the tragic death of 14-year-old Tyree Sampson, who fell from an Orlando freefall ride last Thursday. NBC News has obtained the operation manual for the drop tower, released by the state, which reads in part, "Be careful when seeing if large guests fit into the seats. Check that they fit within the contours of the seat and the bracket fits properly. If this is not so, do not let this person ride." The ride's weight limit, per the manual, is 130 kilograms or around 287 pounds. According to Sampson's father, the boy was 325 pounds. His cousin, now petitioning to have the ride closed permanently, says Sampson had already been turned away that night from 2 other rides because of his weight.
I would run for y'all to hurt his little feelings and tell him not to get on and see his life would have been still here.
Slingshot Group operates the Orlando Freefall along with another ride at Icon Park. They have not yet commented on the weight restrictions or Sampson being blocked from other rides. But last week, the group saying it's cooperating with authorities on the investigation and heartbroken.
Safety is first for both our guests and our employees, and I've never encountered anything like this, so we are devastated.
Both rides at Icon Park operated by Slingshot are currently being examined. For family members and friends, a memorial builds along the attraction, now obscured in black mesh, as they process the shocking loss.
The hurtful thing I had to do was clean his blood up. They didn't even clean it. They left it there and I had to get it out.
The boy's father, overcome with grief.
It's still the worst day of my life. It ain't gonna stop.
Sampson's family has retained high-profile attorneys Benjamin Crump and Bob Hilliard to represent them. Hilliard telling the AP in an interview this is going to be a straight-up negligence case.
There has to be redundancies. It has to be more than a 16-year-old minimum wage kid walking around checking whether or not your harness works.
We, again, go around to each individual and we ensure that that harness is locked in. And if it's not locked in, the ride will not operate.
On Saturday, singer Dolly Parton's theme park, Dollywood, announced it would shut down a similar ride developed by the manufacturer of Orlando Freefall. As for now, Sampson's family can only mourn while they await answers to their many questions.
And I just appreciate I had him as my son. I wish I was here to tell him I love him.
All right, Sam joins us now from Florida. Sam, what else do we know about the warnings and the safety procedures, essentially the safety record of that ride?
So, Tom, there was a whole batch of state records that were released today. We found out that the operator for the ride was trained on February 21st, which is just about a month before this tragedy happened. We also found out from the initial accident report that the harness itself was in a locked position down after the ride stopped, but clearly Sampson was still able to get out. And our reporters on the ground there for WESH, which is the Orlando NBC affiliate, say they can find signs that say that there are height restrictions, height rules, nothing about weight, Tom.
Wow, that's really interesting. It's weird that it locked in, and yet he still somehow slipped out, being as large as he was. What's the status of that ride right now?
So that ride, plus a second ride, a Slingshot, or the Slingshot is what it's called, both of them are shut down indefinitely right now. That decision comes from Icon Park. The way that it's constructed, it's essentially contracted. It's not a large theme park company. It's individual contractors that run the rides. Those 2 rides operated by Slingshot shut indefinitely until they're deemed to be safe. Right now, the Florida Department of Agriculture is investigating at this moment.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.